EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's got this down to the 35. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow. Catch is made by Metcalf. And way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
On second down, Cook shelling through the defense. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Cook now off the read option.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Quick slant caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango.
Mixon again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mixon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Cook. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Oh, what a juke into space. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 38. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards remain for second down. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20.
Oh, my
God. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
This is caught.
It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big 13. Big 13.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
11 MT. 11 MT. Hey, check back, back 6. Oh, you got
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a first down carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
11. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 58 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throwing, Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get a Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And that is what they needed. A first down and a big gain all the way to midfield as he's tackled right at the 50-yard line. Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Justin took her on for the field goal at 38-yard attempt.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.